Bom dia! Welcome back. Well, it's Sunday morning around 7 o'clock and I'm out for an early walk. It's overcast and drizzling a little bit, but that's fine. Temperature is nice. Oh, this is such a contrast to what I would do early morning back in Santo Antonio de Jesus. There was no place to walk to. And here I walk out of my apartment and I'm just a block and a half from this beachfront, and there's lots of people out jogging and walking and starting their early Sunday morning. Oh God, I am so happy to be here or back here living in Salvador. Really, it's like a contrast between night and day. At 9 o'clock, I'm meeting up with a friend, Cassandra, from London. She used to live here in Salvador. She met a Baiano. They fell in love, got married. She took him to London, where they live now, and they're here on a 3-week vacation holiday, visiting his family. And I'm going to have breakfast with her at 9 o'clock this morning. Looking forward to that, catching up, hearing all about her new life, her new baby. I love it when people come and visit me here in Salvador. I slept well last night because I have that second mattress topper. One mattress topper was not enough. It was like sleeping on the hard floor, but with the second one, I'm comfortable. Only have to sleep like that a few more nights because getting a bed is a priority. Now, tomorrow is Monday. I'm not sure if I'm going back to Santo Antonio de Jesus tomorrow, or I think more likely Tuesday, because Eliomar is coming in to Salvador to drive his father and stepmother back to Santo Antonio, and he's going to help me do some errands tomorrow. So by the time we're finished doing errands and he has a doctor's appointment, it's going to be, I think, too late in the day to get back to Sat. You got to leave here about really latest at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to be able to get all the connections. So I think it's more realistic to go to Santo Antonio Tuesday morning, spend the night, my last night, thank God, in my old bedroom there, pack up my stuff that needs to be back here to Salvador, and then Wednesday morning, Eliomar rented a pickup truck. We're going to put everything in the pickup truck, including kitty cat, and move all of my things here to Salvador. Can't wait. And then bye-bye Santo Antonio de Jesus. Maybe I'll go there once a year or once every 2 years. But my life's here in Salvador. I need to be careful with my money. This move is costing me, renting the new apartment. As I mentioned before, the rent is quite a bit more than what I was paying in sleepy Santo Antonio. And then all of the moving costs, renting the pickup truck, and basically I have to buy a whole bunch of things. I mean, real basics like a bed, a refrigerator, and a stove to start off with. And then I'm going to need a couch and other odds and ends. And this is while the evil Trump is wreaking havoc with the U.S. and world economy with his ridiculous infantile tariff. So of course the dollar is sinking. So, my income may drop because of the sinking dollar. Thanks a lot, Trump, for nothing. But, I'll make do. Looks like there's some kind of a marathon or a run happening here. Brazilians love to stay in shape. And there is the Farol de Baja Lighthouse. And here comes another group running. Lots of runners on this Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. As you can see there, it's low tide, all those rocks, but in the afternoon they will be covered in water. Bon dia, it's the next morning, and my brother-in-law Eliamar just came into Salvador. He brought me all of these books. He carried them all by himself on public transportation. Very nice of him. Now I'm trapped in this mostly empty apartment until they deliver my bed. Bought a bed online last night and they're supposed to deliver it today, but they didn't say a time, so until they deliver it, I can't leave the house. Well, it's really amazing how fast Eliamar, my brother-in-law, is able to get things done. I mean, he went out, an hour later he calls, he bought a armoire for me to hang my clothes. It's, you know, Brazilian apartments generally do not come with built-in closets, so you need to get a guarda-roupa, which is like an armoire. And he also bought I don't know what they're called. It's like something that goes along the wall. It has shelving and it's got a space for a flat screen TV. Seems like every Brazilian home has one. Anyway, he bought one of those also. So it's like instant furnishings, new furnishings for the apartment very quickly. I'm really, really happy. This place is going to look like a real home in no time. One really good thing here when you're buying big ticket items is that you can parcelar, divide the cost of what you're buying into parcels, and you can choose how many payments you want, 2, 5. We've divided these 2 items we just bought into 10 different payments with no interest. You don't have to pay any extra interest. Just every month you get charged for one payment until you pay off the 10 payments. So they make it really easy to buy things here. I'm not going to have to sleep on this foam mattress. What are they called? My English is disappearing. This mattress cover thing. Topper. I can sleep on a real bed now. It was just delivered. And there it is. It's just a single, but that's all I need. Things are happening really, really fast here. I'm really happy and excited about that. It's not going to look like a empty college dorm for much longer. I'm going to go back to Santo Antônio de Jesus tomorrow morning, pack up all the rest of my stuff, and then Wednesday morning, Eliamar driving in a rented pickup to bring everything in. As I mentioned, Eliamar today bought a closet, what are they called? A guarda-roupa, an armoire to hang our clothes. And he bought, they call it a hockey here, R-A-C-K, hockey they pronounce it. And that's going to go here. It holds books and the television. And I'm going to paint this wall a nice, very light blue or green. Look at the rain. We're in the rainy season. I'm going to have lots of plants. I'm going to be bringing a lot of plants from Santo Antônio de Jesus on Wednesday. So I'll be filling up my little patio here with plants. So it's going to look like a real home real soon instead of a crash pad. And they're delivering the armoire and the hockey on Wednesday afternoon, right after we get back here with my stuff. So this place is going to fill up really fast. It's going to look like a real home. Another nice thing is that this is all costing me a lot less than I had anticipated. The transport, the pickup truck that we're renting is only 250 reais, which is like what, just off the top of my head, $45. Much less than I had anticipated for moving costs. The furnishings that I've bought have been much less than I anticipated, and we bought them all on installments. Again, I can't say how important it is, how helpful it is to have a local friend, in my case, relative, in-law, to help you when you move abroad with all of this. I know that's not always possible. but I've been very, very lucky. I mean, I wouldn't get any of this done as quickly, as efficiently, and as cheaply as I'm getting it done without the help of my brother-in-law, Eliamar, because he knows not only where to buy, but where to find the good prices. So thank you, Eliamar. I'd love to go out for a nice walk now that all my chores are done for the day, but it's pouring, so I'll just have to wait for the rain to stop. And look at that, just like that, I have a bed. That was fast. I don't have to sleep on the floor tonight. And on Wednesday afternoon, they're going to deliver the armoire and the hockey, that combination bookshelf and flat screen TV thingy. And the house is filling up. And of course, Wednesday morning, I'll be bringing all my stuff from San Antonio. So this is going to be turning to a real livable apartment really quick. I just put this bed in the living room for the time being because I'm still kind of semi-camping out. And then Wednesday or Thursday, I'll put it into the bedroom. Wow, it's going to be really nice to sleep in a real bed tonight. It's 22 degrees Celsius at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's pretty chilly. But I needed to get out of the apartment. Had a busy morning, so I'm coming out for a walk even if it is raining. So tomorrow morning early, I'm going to get up early, very early, and get an Uber to the ferry building, and then take the ferry boat across the Bay of All Saints to Itaparica Island, and then I'll get a passenger van to Santo Antonio de Jesus, where I will spend the day. Once I get there, it takes about 4 hours to get there, where I'll spend the day packing up all my stuff. And then Wednesday morning, the following morning, Eliamar will be picking me up in a rented pickup truck, he said. We'll put everything in the back of the pickup truck and drive back to Salvador and unload it at my apartment. And hopefully that is the last time I ever, well, it's not going to be the last time I ever go to San Antonio. I see myself going there maybe once a year, once a year to visit family, in-laws, but live there. I've sworn to myself I will never, ever, ever live in San Antonio just again. I am 100% Salvador, Bahia. So that's what's happened in the next 48 hours. It's chilly and wet. But remember, it's winter here in South America. Although it is August, it's winter. And, you know, chilly, speaking relatively here, it feels chilly if you're used to warm and hot tropical weather. 22 degrees Celsius, and it's windy and it's wet. That feels pretty uncomfortable. This time of the late afternoon, there are lots of people walking. Here's one jogger, brave jogger. But look how empty the seaside promenade is. But it's also Monday. Monday, chilly and rainy. My cat is going to be happy and surprised to see me tomorrow. I've been gone about 10 days. But she's going to have a surprise because she's going to, on Wednesday morning, I'm going to put her in a cat carrier, and she's got a 4-hour ride in a pickup, the front of a pickup truck, back to Salvador. This is going to be her new home. Now, she has lived here in Salvador before. Not that she knows the difference. She's an indoor cat. It's just another indoor space to her. But it's going to actually be nicer, I think, because my new apartment here in Salvador has 2 outdoor patios. Small, but it's fresh air. She'll have the sensation of being outside. There's plants out there. And I think she's going to like the new apartment. We'll see. Good morning. Well, it's Tuesday morning and I'm on the ferry boat on my way back to San Antonio. My very last day in San Antonio. I'm going to be packing up my things, and tomorrow morning Eliamar will be driving me back to Salvador. So let's get this going. See you in San Antonio. How many times have I crossed this Bay of All Saints in the last 25 years? Hundreds, perhaps. But I won't be crossing it frequently anymore, maybe once a year. Because I'll be living there permanently on the other side of the bay in the city of Salvador. Okay, it's the next day and we left San Antonio at 5 o'clock in the morning. We have reached Salvador now, but there is a terrible traffic jam. We're crawling along here. We're in a pickup truck and the back of the pickup truck is loaded with all of my stuff. And we're making the final move from San Antonio to Salvador. Hallelujah. I felt really good to leave town, to leave that town today. And if I never go back, it'll be too soon. It's kind of a rainy, gray day. Oh, well, we're not crawling as much anymore. The traffic has picked up a little bit, which is good. So we should be there in about 20 minutes. And it'll, quite a bit of going up and down stairs, unloading. But it'll be nice to have it done. Things are moving along really fast. Look at the favela in front of us. I have a bed, a new bed. We bought a they call it a hacky. It's like a bookcase shelving unit for the living room. Bought a armoire to hang my clothes. We're gonna look into buying a refrigerator today, and they deliver all this stuff. So my very barren apartment is now quickly filling up, and I brought lots of artwork and decorations and stuff, so it's not going to look so barren in a few hours. Oh, and not to worry, Kitty Cat is here. That green carrier, she's in there. She's covered by my legs and my backpack, but Kitty's in there. She's hanging on. Home soon, Kitty Cat. Welcome to my new apartment. Well, it's still got a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's basically set up to begin living in. I've got most of the basics, except for the kitchen stuff. Here is the living room, still lots of stuff on the floor. Don't desperately need a bookcase, a cabinet or something to put books in, and little decorations, things like that. This, what's called here in Brazil, a hockey, a rack. Just bought that and delivered yesterday. And the TV is new. Since during the move, I smashed this TV, so I had to go out and buy a new one. Here is I guess I would call it the patio. Walk out here, welcome, bem-vindo. I'm gonna put lots and lots of plants out here. These 3 or 4 different plants are just the beginning of what's going to be a jungle. I've got kind of what it would be the air conditioner. I'm using it as a kind of a shrine. But it's nice to be able to step out here and get fresh air. It does rain. Now, as you can see, I'm surrounded by buildings. There's the sky. But I don't mind that. It's quiet back here. Coming back into the living room. Going into the hall, down the hallway. We come to the bathroom. Here it is. Also still a work in progress. Shower box. And then into my bedroom. And that is the new guarda-roupa, the new, I guess you call it an armoire. Just delivered yesterday. The bed was delivered 2 days ago. And this is my bedroom. Window looks out onto a little patio. I like it. It's small and humble, but it meets my needs. As I mentioned before, the rent is the equivalent of $320 in a month, or 1,770 reais a month. Now here's the kitchen. As you can see, this I need a stove and I need a refrigerator, obviously. That's the sink. There I have a microwave, so I can just I can heat up a few things, like a cup of coffee in the morning. And then this is, I guess, like the back service area. This is where the washing machine will go. A utility sink, the washing machine hookup will be there. There's a back bathroom back here. And it has a shower. So any guest could use this too. This, I think, used to be the maid's bathroom. Yep, back in the 1960 when this building was made, God forbid that the maid should use the boss's bathroom. Of course, I don't make those distinctions. But here is the back utility area. Also, if you look up, there's the sky. There's the sky right there. But again, it's quiet. I'm in the back of the building. And that means at Carnival, for example, it's going to be much quieter back there than it would be if I were facing the street. So you can imagine I'm just 2 blocks off the Carnival route, so I'll be quiet back here. So anyway, this is the new apartment. Welcome. Thanks for joining me on this little tour. So thanks for joining me while I was moving. I think this video is a little longer than I normally make, but a lot of things happened in the last 3 days. Anyway, as always, beijos, ciao.